for a little bit. How long was I asleep?
Just a few hours. It's okay. You needed it.
Yeah, last night was a little intense for me.
You could say that. You handled it great, though.
Well, thank you for helping me get through it. I think you're probably the only person who understands what that meant to me.
I cleared my schedule so I could deal with...
Is this place cool for us to talk?
Yeah, fine. What the hell happened to your hand?
I broke a couple of fingers pulling a gorgeous and grateful woman from a burning car.
You got carpal tunnel playing video games with my junior.
Look, it's a serious injury, and left untreated, I could have lasting damage. So stop writing me. Tell me you got something new.
I do. Straight from the boss's desk. It's a list of all South American players.
This is good.
Yeah. I also got word that Sonny and Claudia are attending some big meeting down in San Juan.
Yeah?
Yeah, it must be huge. I mean, Sonny's taking a huge risk by going there in person. He's an easy target that far from his power base.
Vamos a ponerla.
You must tell the Jackal all the details of your night of intensity. Was there a high-speed chase, a shootout, or a old-school fisticuffs?
No, it was nothing like that.
But we did break into a house. Yes, we did. Well, we were looking for records that Devlin could have stored somewhere, but it was a dead end. Well, not really, because we did find that big bag of money and we gave it to that lady.
Well, what lady?
Oh.
The lady whose house we broke into. We were in the basement, and she came in. She passed out. She was pregnant. We had to rush her to the ER.
And we got her there just in time, because the baby lived.
It sounds like a most impressive rescue. I applaud your heroism.
Yeah, well, it was a joint effort.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps in light of your Good Samaritan efforts, she won't press charges for breaking and entering?
Perhaps. We could only hope, I suppose.
Yeah. The point is, the house was a dead end. I might have a new lead. Last night I was talking to Patrick at the hospital about Devlin, and he said something that made me realize that Devlin could have hid something at General Hospital.
Hi.
Hi, Sleepy.
Good morning.
I heard you come in last night, but you stayed downstairs and you never came to bed. Why?
Yeah, my brain just wouldn't shut off.
Oh, you were in the ER late last night?
It was late last night. Jason and Sam brought in a pregnant woman who needed an emergency C-section. Thank you. And she pulled through. The baby's fine too, but it just got me thinking how many things can go wrong with a pregnancy and how lucky we were that Emma was born.
We are.
Safe, healthy.
Yes, we're very blessed. Not everyone is as lucky as we are.
There's something else too. In talking to Jason, he mentioned that they found the woman in a house east of town. They were there looking for evidence on Ian Devlin. Supposedly he was using the house as a storage facility.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't find much, except for a bag of cash.
Well, I know that Jason did have questions about Michael's shooting.
Yeah. You know, Ian was a friend of mine, but I obviously accepted too much of what he said at face value. I didn't ask the questions that I should have asked.
There was no way for you to know what he was up to. Ian was a very good liar.
Yeah, well, I wish I would have figured that out earlier. My blindness is partially to blame for Michael's shooting.
Look, Joey Limbo could easily call in a favor or offer somebody a deal and have Sonny taken out when he gets to that meeting.
Well, sounds like a win in my book. I mean, if Sonny is stupid enough to walk into an ambush, I say we let him do it.
Look, I thought the whole point was to build a case against Sonny. Take him down the right way, get him tried and convicted. You know, our job is to uphold the law, not to condone Sonny's murder.
Our job is to take Sonny out, period. Any way we can. Look, if Joey Limbo or one of those bosses from South America decide to take Sonny out, well, that's good news for us. Tell me that you get that, Dominic.
I got a very lucrative business moving product for these. Get into the GH mainframe, pull up Devlin's files, his patient's files, any research he was doing, anything he might have left behind.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So you're thinking that Ian could have left recordings of his illegal activities embedded in patient files?
Well, what I'm saying is the hospital files are totally secure. So maybe he did transfer the recordings to a disk, put in the patient's files, the cases that are closed, no one's ever going to know.
I secured a complete list of patients treated by Dr. Devlin, and Stone Cold is right. Several of the files indicates records, data, and scan that may be backed up to DVD.
Okay, we need to get those DVDs.
You know, maybe I'm being old-fashioned here, but I think maybe we should bring charges against Sonny. Make a case. You know, follow the law. That's why I became a cop in the first place.
You know, it's really all stand-up of you, Dom. But if I'm being honest, I don't buy it this time.
Don't buy what?
Look, you know, if it was up to me, you'd already be off this case. I think I've made that pretty clear.
Oh, yeah.
You're way too involved in Sonny's life. I mean, I'm not just talking about his business, his family. You're friends with his kids. Hell, last week his wife tried to bang you. I mean, to say that the lines aren't blurring for you would be a massive understatement.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing I know what I'm doing then.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Because it seems to me that you're treating Sonny more and more like a boss. You know, someone to be loyal to.
Come on, that is crap. We both know where my loyalties lie. I'm a cop, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to my badge. Look, if and when Sonny comes back, I'll continue this assignment. I'll compile evidence, I'll make a case, I'll do my job. Once we find out how Sonny moves his money out of the country, we have all we need to take him down the legal way.
Yeah, but that just seems a little overly optimistic. You are trying to find a non-violent way to bust Sonny, and the truth is that just may not be possible. You need to accept that. Look, I gotta go. I'll check you out later.
Look, wait, hold on one sec. Look at this tag here. Have you ever seen that before, man? Something looks familiar about that.
No. I can't say I have. Sorry. I'll call you later.
Yeah.
You know what my crazy old bastard of a father used to always say?
Unfortunately, it appears Dr. Devlin's files are restricted. I'm afraid a break-in could cause some heinous difficulties.
Keep at it. There's got to be a way.
Wait a minute. Maybe we don't have to break in. Is there any way you can have the files transferred to somewhere else in the hospital? Somewhere Jason and I would have access to? Somewhere, anywhere in the building? As long as it stayed in the building, it should be okay, right?
Yeah, you're right. Why don't you have them transferred to one of those conference rooms?
Okay,
Spinelli?
we may be being a bit overly optimistic.
Isn't it worth a try? I mean, if Devlin left something behind to prove Claudia's guilty, don't we need to find it?
You can't blame yourself for what Ian did. It wasn't your fault.
Blaming myself, but I still feel like I should try and help figure out what happened. Or figure out if there was an accomplice or not. It just pisses me off that Ian was lying to me the whole time, face to face.
You were just trusting your friend.
Yeah, well, that friend certainly had a lot of cash stashed away. I figure it's for a getaway if you had to leave town or something. You know what, I'm gonna look at all the files that Ian and I worked on. Maybe there's something I missed.
That's weird.
Why are all Ian's files being moved to the conference room? So here's the deal.
I had a feeling we might be seeing you guys here.
Yeah. What's going on?
All of Ian Devlin's files were brought to the conference room. I'm thinking Spinelli's handiwork. That kid is good. So I'm guessing you're looking for Ian's accomplice in Michael's shooting.
I'm a little confused. Why are you guys interested in Ian's files?
This is Patrick's project. I'm just here for backup.
Ian was a friend of mine. We went to med school together. I was thrilled when he came to work here at General Hospital. Then I found out he was a drug dealer, among other things.
He was a very good liar. He had the entire staff fooled.
I was stunned when I found out he was responsible for Michael's shooting. And now I guess I'm figuring out that I'm not over it. So I want the truth out there. All of it, and I want whoever's involved brought to justice.
I guess what he's saying is that we're all looking for the same thing here. And Ian, he could have written notes about what he was doing inside the patient files, right?
Yeah, but isn't it a little risky for the two of you to be digging through sealed medical files without patient or family consent? It's sort of a breach of medical ethics.
As doctors in this hospital, we're allowed to look through files. It's only illegal if you guys do it.
Also, we know what should and shouldn't be in the files, so we could save you a lot of time.
If anyone else is involved in Michael's shooting, I want it known. I want it out in the open. All of it.